What I learned this week.
What I learned this week.
Hi guys, and welcome to What I Learned This Week. This week, I'm going to show you how to make your own very cheap, very excellent brush pens. Whoa. Brush pens are awesome, and a lot of artists use them to really good effect, comic artists in particular, to get really thick and thin lines, and they're just really fun to use. The problem being that they're often also very, very expensive. A lot of artists that I know and really admire use this kind, the problem being that it costs a lot, and when, like me, you use it too much and run out of ink. The cartridges are also really hard to find around where I live. I have to order them online, and they're really expensive to boot, so the entire thing ends up adding up to quite a lot of money. What do you do? Some people use these guys. So these are dip pens, where you can get nibs and pen holders. You put them together, you dip them in ink, you get really nice lines with this, and then you need to carry a bottle of ink and the pen around with you wherever you go. And if you're going to be sketching in town or out and about, you might not want to carry ink around with you in case you spill it in your bag all over your sketch pad. It's not like it's ever happened to me. A cheap alternative is I go and I buy these. These guys are for watercolour sets generally. So our artists can carry around a little bottle of water with them without spilling it like you may do ink. And it just, you give it a squeeze, it comes out of the end, and you can paint as you would if you're using a brush and a little jar of water or something. You can get these from pretty much any arts and crafts shop. They're really, really cheap. You can get them in often packs of 3 for €4, which would be about $5, I'd guess. And what I do is I would just buy one, and instead of water, I will fill it with ink. And what this gives you is a really, really nice brush pen that you can carry around with you. You don't need to worry about spilling the ink. And it's way, way, way cheaper than this kind. You can get different tips with these too. So you can get some with square tips, some with pointed tips. You can fill it with coloured ink if you want. You can do what I do, which is to use both in conjunction. Waterproof ink, watercolour brush pen. Take my watercolour set with me, and I can do inks and watercolours wherever I am without worrying about anything in my bag getting ruined by unfortunate trippings overs and spillings of inks. You can get really, really nice thick and thin lines with this pen, which you can use to do all manner of amazing things that you might need in everyday life. Help me. I use them all the time.
Good job.
Thank you. So next week I'd like to do a bit of a longer video on how to get started in animation, which is a question I get asked a whole lot. So I figured I'd address it in one big long video. And I was wondering, do you guys have any questions or struggles that you would want me to address? If so, post them down in the comments below, and I will try and address them next time so the video is more useful for you guys. Until then, have a chill week, yo. See you later, anime!